Hello. Check out the weather today. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, what a difference from yesterday when me and Willow got absolutely drenched through. It was awful. So we really enjoyed our walk this morning. It's Mike's birthday. It's my husband's birthday. He's 65 today, 65 years young. So he is diabetic, but today he can have what he wants. So he's having pancakes, streaky bacon, he likes crispy streaky bacon, and maple syrup. He's got a cake. I'll show you his cake. He's chosen his favourite cake, which is Black Forest Gata. Not putting any candles in, not 65 candles. And for tea, he wants takeaway, which is his favourite takeaway, fish and chips. Typical man, fish and chips for tea. So other than Mike's 65th birthday, I just wanted to do an update. The channel I started it when I was about to turn 50, and it was about keeping a diary and health and weight loss and the way that my life's changing, things that are going on. So there is quite a lot going on. Health-wise, my blood pressure is a bit on the high side. So I had to report that in on my normal health check. You can either go in or you can do your own blood pressure and just call it in, which I did. And it's a little bit high. I don't understand the numbers, I've got to be honest with you, I don't. I just looked at the NHS chart online and it was in the red. So I'm keeping an eye on that. I did get on the scales eventually. After avoiding it for about 2 weeks, I got on the scales and yes, I've put on weight. I got out of the habit of intermittent fasting and I'm finding it really hard to get back into it. So I'm gradually extending the amount of time that before I eat, the window. So at the moment I'm up to 11 o'clock and I'm aiming to get it back to 1 o'clock. That's what worked for me, 19.5 intermittent fasting. And it did work for me. It really has worked for me. I lost a stone on it. So I really do need to get back to that. I've put on 6 pounds. Oh, it took me a year to lose 14 pounds. I've put 6 back on, but I'll lose it before summer. I have to, and I need to sort my blood pressure out. That's the main concern at the moment, because I am quite comfortable in my skin at the moment, but I do want to make sure that I'm in my 50s and healthy. So I've got this is what I use. I did my blood pressure and reported that in that was 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to do it again today and see what it's looking like. I don't expect much difference, but does stress have an impact on blood pressure? Because if that's the case, then maybe that's it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I've got it on, so it's in the right position, and I'm going to press on start. Just put my arm down. Fingers crossed for a good result. There we go. Anybody out there understand these things? Please comment. Oh, that's tight. Ouch. 142 over 88, pulsated. 142 over 88. I'm just going to write that down. Alright, I don't think that's too bad. So there's 140. So 142. And then 88 would be, where's 80? 85, 142. So it's about there, which is in the mild hypertension. Now I know normal's there, but at least it's not up there. I can't remember what it was before. I think it was 100 and, in fact, I'm sure it was higher than 142. Wish I'd written it down now. But anyway, I've recorded it now, so I can keep an eye on that and work on getting that a little bit lower, get it into this normal range here. Oddly, Mike, the man on all of the medication, his blood pressure's fine. That's the one thing that is working well for him, is his blood pressure. So an update on the house, where we're up to with the house. Right, so we've got 3 people interested, or 3 couples rather than interested. The first couple keep going back into the agents and keeping in touch, letting them know where they're up to. So they are already based in Scarborough and they're selling. So they've got property to sell, but we're on the list for what they want to move on to. So fingers crossed they sell. The second couple are the ones who made an offer and then didn't show the funds and pulled out and gave a list of reasons. They're back, have been in touch and are potentially wanting to do a 3rd viewing. And then there was another couple who they did 2 viewings and they asked a lot of questions and it felt good. And then they asked if they could let the property, and it was a no. So they said they weren't interested, and now they're back again and they might be interested in having this as their own holiday home. So they know for sure that they can't let this. You can't let it as a holiday, you can't long let it to anybody. It has to be either your own holiday home or a permanent residence. So that's where we're up to. We've got 3 people interested in our property. We just need somebody to actually move forward and buy it. So where we're up to, we've viewed 3 bungalows. All 3 were empty. We have viewed more than that. We viewed one prior to us putting ours up, just before we put ours up for sale. So we didn't record that one, which is a shame because it was quite a nice one, but a bit too much. It has become clear that a project is going to be a bit too much for us. Not just effort-wise, because we could take our time over it, but financially, I think it's just going to put too much of a strain on us when we're at a time of the life where I'm wanting Mike to reduce what he does and start falling into a semi-retirement. It's highly unlikely with what he does that he would fully retire, because he looks after students, very niche, master's level health and safety qualifications. There's not many of him in the world. He has a fellowship with IOSH, and they're very rare. So it's unlikely he would fully retire, and that kind of work that he does it's not too tiring, and he does enjoy talking to students and passing on his knowledge, and he's extremely good at it. But it will reduce, so maybe he'll stop taking on some of my caseload. That's the plan on that. So don't really want to take on a big financial responsibility in terms of, having to gut a place, rewire it, rebuild it, and find that there are all sorts of problems with it. Don't mind redecorating, new kitchen and bathroom, that's fine. But if it's going to come down to wiring and building work and structural work, it's just going to be a no. So with that said, I want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody who's been commenting and supporting us on this journey so far. Gosh, on Bungalow 3, the comments, there's been lots of comments on the other 2 bungalows, but on Bungalow 3, it honestly felt like I had a supportive team behind me cheerleading, saying, you know, either don't do it, run, or, you know, oh gosh, that's going to cost a lot of money. So having all of those comments and your support is just incredible. I'm really thankful. I do look at my analytics, and I seem to have a few from France that are saying hello as well. So hello, France. Now we do have a couple of properties on our radar to look at as well. These are ones that won't need anything doing at all, so we could just literally move in and put our feet up. But we wouldn't be able to record that because people are living there. So with the bungalows we've seen so far, they've been empty, and we could record and take photos and all of that. With ones where people are living there, obviously you can't do that. So we won't be able to show you those. But if we do get one of those and we move in, we'll take you all the way around every single inch. So that's the house update. My son called today. He's got an interview for, I don't know, I'll get this right, it's the Royal Fleet Auxiliary on Wednesday, and he's really excited about it. Well, we all are. He's gone down a route of music because he's always loved music, and did all of the, went all the way through university with it. Rock guitar. No, it's very good. But he wants to go see the world, and I don't blame him. He wants to travel a little bit, and the Royal Fleet Auxiliary appears to be quite a good option for him. So fingers crossed that he does get in that. I'm really excited for him on that one. He's really excited. What else? Oh gosh, I have a couple of subscribers who will definitely make a comment on this one. With everything that we've said about moving and budget and all of that, we're thinking about selling our caravan. We'll still get, quite a fair chunk of money for that, and it will go into the coffers. And when we move, if we do need a new kitchen, bathroom, it'll just fund it. It'll just we like I said, don't want to push us and strain us financially at this time of life. And the reason we're moving is because of Mike's health. And so project-wise, he won't be able to do them. We want him to slow down. I don't want this to be a stressful time for him. It's just very difficult finding the type of property that we need in the area that doesn't need something doing. They all tend to be, bungalows tend to be the last place that you move to. If you're leaving a bungalow, it's either because you've passed, or you're going into a care home, or you're going to live with family. So there's not many of them. They don't come up there. It's not like it's part of the normal growing family, let's move for a job and do this. And that's quite a fluent market, housing market. Bungalows, not so much. So now Mike's gone for a nap. He often does after he's had his lunchtime tablets, his painkillers that can make him drowsy. So he's gone for a lay down. Willow's joined him because she always does. There's nothing she likes better than to climbing into bed with him for a nap in the afternoon. She thinks it's just lovely. So they're having a nap, and I'm going to have a tidy up because I've got a funny feeling we are going to get a view in. The weather has turned, and it was beautiful this morning going for a walk. I showed you the view, it's beautiful. So people do like to get out and view properties, I think, and they feel a lot better about it. And oh gosh, if somebody walks into our apartment while the sun is shining, they'll buy it on the spot because the views just are stunning. When it's a wet, rainy day and it's cold outside, it doesn't really put you in the mood for putting your your hand in your pocket. I know you don't put your hand in your pocket for buying a property, but you know, hand in your bank account. Down the back of the sofa. Oh, someone come and buy our property. So, moving on. It's Wednesday and we've had a viewing. So this was a lady who, there's no chain on it, but she has a mortgage. She's got a mortgage in place. So at least we know the funds are there in place to move on. So fingers crossed, we can feel a little bit more comfortable and confident about looking at the properties we're after. The good news is that I have set my mind on the area where we want to be now, the location. It's a little bit more rural. And I joined the community Facebook, and it was the area where I got the most response, most friendliness of response really. So people telling me what, you know, how I can integrate into the community, what activities are going on and where I find out about activities. Things like a knitting group. I can knit, not very well, but there's like a knit and natter. Well, I would go along for that and just sit there and do a basic, you know, knit purl, just literally so I can have a natter with some ladies. Got invite to the, what do they call it when it's in bloom? So it's like something in bloom. So, but basically it's where you go around and you help out with community gardens and things like that. Well, I'm not very green fingered, I'm afraid, but I'd still give it a go. Anything really. Dog walking. There was a dog walking group that got in touch for ladies who like to join a group and walk with other ladies. And I'm really keen on that because that's a big part of my life where I am now. A lot of my friends are dog owners that I've met and that we go for walks together and our dogs play together. And it's going to be so important for me, for Willow to integrate into the community as well, because she's our world, if you haven't noticed already. So I should be able to give you an update next week or Sunday on where we're up to, what the feedback. Hopefully we'll have had feedback by then from the viewing, be able to give you hopefully some good news that we've sold. What else? I'll update you on blood pressure, see where I'm up to with my weight loss as well. I'm really determined to get back into fasting and go a bit low carb as well. I've been going a little bit mad on bread and pasta and all things that I'm not supposed to eat really. Also, I do think I'm ready for hair colour of the month again. I think I've got over the tangerine dream moment. That took a little bit of getting over. But if you haven't seen that video and you really fancy a laugh, you must go back and watch that one. But the one I've got is a nice pastely blue, and I'll just be doing the front. So I am ready to go on that. So you'll see that coming up soon. Right, I think it's time for a cup of tea. I actually have been fasting today and I'm ready for my first cup of tea. Milk. So yeah, I've gone all morning without anything to eat, no calories, just water. So I think Mike's been making little murmurs about it's time to put the kettle on as well. So that was just a little update for you. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Now, mostly he asked for vouchers, so we just got some daft little bits. It's got vouchers sent by email as well, it's quite a lot actually. My nana sent him £20 because she always does. I wish I'd given him this when we went on the train to view that property. Never thought that would have been useful on the train. His favourite Florentines from M&S. loves those. Those are from his daughter as well, matchmakers, he loves those. Always smells lovely. Old Spice. And then I got him this little model of our car in the colour, the same colour as well. It's like a deep maroon. So when we get moved and we get our display cabinet sorted, that'll go in with all our other bits. Mike's birthday breakfast. Pancakes, streaky bacon, maple syrup. Marks and Spencer's. So it was in the freezer. It just takes 45 minutes to defrost. So we'll have a piece of that later on. He's got some nice cards. That one's from me. To my husband, I think you are without a doubt the loveliest, kindest, sweetest husband in the whole world. And as we both know, I'm never wrong. Got that one is from my auntie Anna. That one's from my nana. She's 95 this year. That's one from his daughter. And he's got his granddaughter, grandson, and girlfriend and great grandson. That's from his son Tim. That's our car. And this is from Willow. All photos. When she was little, she used to sit on his shoulder and watch TV with him. And that was when she was a puppy. So that was from Willow. Daddy, you are the bestest. I love you more than sausages. From your little diva, Willow. Okay, got some more cards. That one, without even opening it, I knew was from my cousin Tracy. Cheeky. So he's done quite well on cards. Large cod, chips, a sausage from Willow, and they've got gravy, curry sauce and mushy peas. So that's Mike's birthday tea. Oi, oi, this is gonna get messy. Black Forest gatto with cream. Says it serves 10. Nah. Gosh. Happy birthday, Mike.
Everybody who sent me cards, presents, wish me happy birthday, Facebook and all that sort of thing. Thank you very much. I had a nice enough quiet day. I had no work that day at all. No telephone calls to students. That's what I do, make calls to students. Yeah, it was a nice enough day. Being 65, is it special? No idea. Never been 65 before. It's my 65th birthday, so I've had 65 of them. I keep saying 65 and I don't know why. Will it make any difference? Well, I'm not going to retire unless I'm forced to by illness, which I don't think I will, to be fair. Looking forward to the next 5 years, keeping myself busy. Cheryl will keep me busy when we sell our apartment, move into the bungalow. So a bit of gardening to do, and we've always got the hobby of the car, the Morris Manor Traveller we mentioned. So when we eventually get moved, sell this place, get moved, we've got the Morris Manor Traveller, and then all the events that go on through summer. But we're also looking at buying a camper van, whatever that might mean, but just the shell, meaning that we'll put the interior in it. So that might be good, that might be something nice to look forward to.
Yeah, and when we get our new home, we'll have a drive. We'll have a driveway.
Yeah, and a garage.
And a garage.
Put the car in. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, thanks again for all the birthday wishes. I actually heard from people. You know, people sent messages on Facebook who I've not spoken to for some time. So it was nice to get a message from them. But yeah, thanks very much. Might see you all on the next video, whatever that is. Thank you.